Today I want to talk about bow grip with you. And to do it, I have this very expensive bow. I had to pay a lot of money for this. And they're hard to find, but you might be able to do it. One of these. So, a couple thoughts about holding a bow. One, it's very natural. It's very relaxed. This is what I think of is when a baby is born, they're born kind of in a fist and their thumb is just tucked under their hand like that. And that's our bow grip. It's like, think of it like the petals on a flower opening up. And your thumb is still in that curved position. It's just that. And your pencil, your bow, is going to fit right into the curve of your hand. It's nestled. Don't think of this as a grip. It's actually a wrong word. Bow hold and bow grip, I think, are bad words. It's nestled. So it's under the curve of your fingers and under the curve of your thumb. Your thumb is gently curved back this way. The stick, whether it's pencil or bow, is hitting right there on your thumb. Also, I want you to notice the outside fingers are hitting the pencil, are nestled against the pencil on the same point of the joint, right in the middle of this last joint. You don't want things curved like this. We're not violinists, thank God. We're cello players, so just straight down. And it's just nestled in there. You don't grip it tight. Any tightness is going to affect your arm. You want everything nice and relaxed and loose. And you can practice this grip with a pencil. You don't need your bow. And you can do something like just roll it up and down your fingers with your thumb to make sure your thumb is nice and curved. But it's not gripped. It's nestled in the curve of your hand. Think of it like a little nest. However you want to think about it. Okay, now I'm going to get my actual bow and my actual cello. So now the next thing to talk about is this. When you bow your cello, you do not hold your bow up. You have to trust the string to hold the bow up. It's just placed on the string. I want you to practice having the loosest nestle that you can. Your thumb goes right against the frog. So your thumb is on the stick of the bow, and the furthest place it can go without getting onto the frog is right here at the end, right where the frog meets the stick. Now just rest it on the string. Practice resting it. Now here's something else I want you to try. Put your bow on the D string about the midpoint of the bow and press down on the bow. And what you're going to notice is that the bow pushes up into your hand. Push down on the bow pushes up into your hand. That's how you hold the bow. Just like that. Always working for complete relaxation when you do it. Focus on what your arm has to do. And remember the video I did where you're holding the stick. to learn what your arm has to do. It's a relaxed motion. Now, one of the biggest mistakes I see as a teacher is, of course, the A string. It's the hardest to play. The mistake people make is they don't want to change their arm shape from the D string, so they lift up to get to the A string. Their shoulder goes up, it creates tension, and that's really bad because the A string is the thinnest string and it needs the least amount of pressure to play it. To get to the A string, go out, let your arm go out into the room. It goes up a little, but it goes out into the room. Let your arm go out into the room. So the higher the string, the further your arm is away from your body. The lower the string, like the C string, now my arm is really close to my body. When I go to the A string, it's out. This is another thing you can practice, is going from string to string and to learn this shape. Think of it like rowing. Think of it that your arm does kind of a rowing motion to go from lower string to higher string. All kinds of things to think about. But the main thing is to practice that grip and to don't hold your bow. Nestle your bow, let the string hold the bow up. Don't be a bow holder. Practice open strings. Practice just doing nice long bows. Get used to the angle of each string. I'll try to do some other videos on the bow. It's so important. Bowing, I think, is even more difficult than the fingering here, because fingering, we can figure out where to put our fingers from the pitch. There's no markings out here in space where your arm is supposed to go. It takes time, it takes patience, but it also takes relaxation. If you're tense in your arm or in your shoulders or in your back when you bow, you need to stop and just do some open strings and figure out. I think the main thing to do is to practice pressing gently down on the bow, on the string, and let the string hold the bow up. Peace. Talk to you again soon.